banning Russian gold. Congratulations to United Kingdom, to Bojo, for deciding to follow in the wonderfully lefty Biden's footsteps and banning Russian gold. Congratulations. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's a bit of a stupid move, to be honest. Here at the moment, the Tories are suffering big time in terms of their political support, I reckon, or national support, to be fair, and trying to do these little things to potentially be vote winners. It's sad and it's pathetic, and it also makes no sense. But again, this is the mass media playing with the sentiment of the masses. People might read the article and go, yeah, woohoo, woo, yeah, ban Russian gold, yeah, up yours, Putin, in your face, Russia. Yeah, great. But really, it doesn't help. I mean, anyway, probably most of Russia's gold probably goes to Switzerland anyway, because it's relatively neutral, so to speak. But what's that going to do? Banning Russian gold, does that mean more gold is going to stay in Russia? And if that's the case, then I think by listening to this channel, I think what's going to happen to the gold price moving forward. It's at some point, it's going to maintain its purchasing power to start off with, gold in general, and then slowly go up and up in value. It's not the price of gold that matters, it's the value of gold. Two completely different things. But yes, we seem to have jumped on the US bandwagon of banning Russian gold. What's it going to achieve? It's going to achieve absolutely nothing, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Same prime minister at the moment is over in the old G7 summit, and a surprise, fighting for Ukraine is a price worth paying for the UK. Yeah, okay, maybe in what way is that going to be the case? There's a lot of people here that are probably suffering themselves, to be fair. Maybe it's a different set of challenges, maybe not, I don't know. But it just seems, again, the theme of these videos recently has been shooting ourselves in the foot. We seem to be shooting ourselves in the foot. Is getting the UK economy absolutely obliterated and crushed to high heaven, is that a price worth paying for freedom in Ukraine? That's what he says. I'm not convinced on that. I guess the other challenge that you have here in UK is that at present, and to be fair, the last 6 or 7 years, the left side politically has been so inept. It's unbelievable. I think if they had been more alert and more coherent, maybe there could be someone different in charge. I don't know. As I said, I've got to try and keep the channel politically neutral as possible. At the end of the day, we're not able to trust them as far as we can throw them. We must remember that at the end of the day. But yeah, banning Russian gold, it's not really useful at all, to be fair. Yeah, again, you might get the odd person that looks at it and goes, woohoo, yeah, that's great. But in theory, what's going to happen with Russian gold? Well, if they're not allowed to export it to UK or US or other countries, what are they going to keep it themselves? Fine. Yeah, if you offered me more gold, I'd say yes, absolutely. If Russia keeps it to themselves, fine. India and China are two of the biggest buyers of gold at the moment. They're on good terms with Russia and vice versa. So if that gold's not allowed to come over to the West, that gold's probably going to stay in the East. That's going to stay in Russia, maybe. It might go to China, it might go to India. I'm sure that's not an issue for the Chinese and the Indians. Absolutely not. Why is that not an issue? Well, again, what we've spoken about before, and we'll speak about again, is that with the amount of currency that's been produced, dollars, pounds, whatever, there's going to be food shortages coming up, absolutely. There's going to be a lot of other shady things happening moving forwards as well. Again, look at history. Look what's happened before when you have currency debasements or you've had, inflation, etc. Gold's always done the job that it needs to do. And yeah, it's had its peaks and troughs, absolutely. But overall, it's fair to say that it's maintained its purchasing power over the last 5,000 years. That's not bad. That's a good bit of history there to deal with. So moving forward, and a lot of people have said this, I know Jim Rickards says that $10,000 gold is a possibility. $10,000 gold is a possibility, maybe $15,000 gold, because he's looking at what would happen if you had to repeg gold to the dollar, or I think it's something along those lines. If you had to repeg gold, basically, given the amount of currency in circulation, you'd have to have a value on an ounce of gold. And from my readings of Jim Rickards, and my understanding is it's between 10 and 15,000. I think there's people out there that say it could be a lot higher as well. So if the world does go back to some form of gold standard, it might do, it might not, it probably should do, to be perfectly honest with you. But if that does go back, then what happens? Price of gold goes up. And of course, if we've not been allowed to import Russian gold, of course, gold can come from other countries around the world. It's not just Russian gold, but they do produce a lot of it. And that gold, that very same gold, is either staying in Russia, staying in China, staying in India. And the gold price goes up significantly. Russia's laughing, India's laughing, China's laughing. The only people that aren't laughing are probably going to be, well, countries that don't have large holdings in gold. If you listen to this and you've probably got some interest in gold, silver, metals, commodities, and being a contrarian anyway, it's always a good time to buy gold. Absolutely, it's setting itself up nicely because of all the other macro issues that are going on. So again, this is just a classic case of what seems to be a quick, maybe a vote winner by saying, oh, we're banning Russian items. Actually, congratulations again to the UK, to the US, to the West in general. You are shooting yourselves in the foot without realizing it. I'm not a genius when it comes to macroeconomic policy, but I'm sure I could do a better job. In all fairness, I'm positive that I can. So congratulations, hats off, round of applause to the West there, again, for jumping on the damn bandwagon, for shooting yourself in the foot. Keep up the great work.